Greetings, S1ippery Jim here with the achievement guide for Time Travel Will Tell, which is also the major Easter egg in the new Black Ops Zombies map, Shangri-La. Now, the point of this achievement is to acquire the focusing stone. You will need 4 players in co-op to complete this achievement, and the reason for that is there are 4 switches in the spawn area on the walls that you need to hit at the same time to activate the eclipse. Now you'll see the element 115 meteorite on top of the spawn area temple as well as part of the Easter egg. Now the eclipse also indicates that we've gone back in time to the period when this Easter egg story occurs. So next you go down past the MPL and press this button on the wall here.
Hello out there. Hello? Hey guys, there's some British guy in this wall. We are stuck behind some kind of mechanism. Whatever you did moved it slightly. We really could use some help here.
Now once we turned on that switch, we got the dialogue, and also these stepping stones appeared on the ground in this area of the map, and they also appear in the area where my friends are, which is the area near the spawn and mud pit area. Now there are 12 unique symbols on these stones. So what you need to do is match these symbols. So what I'll do is step on one, step back off, call out the symbol, so diamond, and my friend in the other area of the map will find that stone and stand on it. Now once he's standing on it, he'll call it out and I'll step back on the stone and it will disappear once matched. Now you need to match all 12 symbols during the eclipse. If the eclipse ends and you haven't completed it, you'll need to basically start over. Now the 2 players who are not involved in matching the symbols need to be careful not to stand on any paving stones or it will reset all the symbols. Now this Easter egg basically tells a story of some explorers back in the past who got trapped beneath this ancient temple. And your objective during the Easter egg is to free the explorers. Now if you want to know the full story to this, you need to listen to the radios that are found throughout the map. The first radio is found down near the MPL area where we hit that switch. But there is another 5 radios that can all be found during the Easter egg. Now if you want to see these radios and listen to them, I will be posting a video with the radios a bit later. Now when you've completed each stage of the Easter egg correctly, you'll know because the eclipse will end and you'll come back to the present day, and you'll also get some dialogue from the characters that are trapped.
Crystal rising from the floor. Oh, a big diamond thingy. I could use that for next wave. Look at this. There's a passageway below. We have to push on to have any chance of escape.
Thanks, whoever you guys are.
Now those big diamond thingies are basically going to appear at various stages of this Easter egg, and they're important for the very last part, which we'll come to later in the video.
Come back to the same night again.
Now for step 2 of this Easter egg, you also need to activate the eclipse. What you do then is go down to the bottom of the water slide, and you'll find a pressure plate there where the explorer characters are trapped. Now 3 players need to stand on this pressure plate, and the 4th player then needs to come down the water slide, and the pressure from that weight will release the characters from this area of the ruins.
That did it! His leg is free and the way is clear!
Now for the next step in the Easter egg, you will need to get the new wonder weapon, which is the 31 to 79 JGB 215, or Shangri-La if you like, and activate the eclipse. Head to the top of the water slide, and on the cliff you'll see a diamond. So what you need to do is throw explosives at it. It'll drop down, shrink it with a Shangri-La, and then knife it. The diamond will roll down the water slide, and if you follow it down, once it gets to the bottom of the water slide, the diamond will roll across the floor and onto the geyser. So ride the geyser up, and the diamond will shoot into the air and land on the cradle above the ruins there. Now at this point a second radio appears on the cliffside trail near the water slide entrance. For step 4, you need to have saved a napalm zombie from the round before. Now we found this a little bit frustrating because our napalm zombies kept dying or exploding. So you need to be careful to stay away from them and not shoot at them once they appear so you can use them for this step. Then what you need to do is head to the entrance of the mine, coming from the minecart area, and turn this dial until it stops moving.
Hello? That seems to have stopped the gas. I wish I'd come out there and thank you in person, but we are still trapped in this chamber.
You just gotta be kidding me!
Oh no. The walls are moving. Can you find a way to stop this before we are crushed? Oh, jeez, this wall is talking to me.
So what we've done there is release the gas into the mine. And at this point we need to lure the napalm zombie through the mine area from the entrance to the power room. And he'll set all of those gas leaks on fire as he goes, which is part of this step of the Easter egg. Now you will be able to see all of the steps for this Easter egg in the description of this video.
Ah! It almost made me woman!
Okay, so the napalm zombie's done his job, and what we need to do now, all of this still while the eclipse is active, is head back to the same area where we turned the dial on at the start. And there's now a lever there that we can activate to complete this part of the Easter egg.
That did it!
Let's get out of here before spikes shoot out of the walls and the floors open up to a pit of lava!
Now for step 5 of the Easter egg, you need to have bought spike moors off the wall near the power room, and you also need to have at least 4, but preferably 5 or 6 crawler zombies.
Hello? We're stuck down here. If you could somehow fill it up with water, we could get out.
Oh boy, little Timmy's stuck in the well.
Okay, so what we need to do basically is plug up these 4 holes in the side of the tunnel. And how you do that is set up your spike moors facing the holes and lure crawler zombies in front of the spike moor so that it shoots the bamboo spike and it will plug up the hole. So you can see we're luring the zombies in front of the claymores here. Now if you set up your claymores right, you can sometimes plug 2 holes with 1 claymore, which you see we do here. Now once those holes are plugged up, it will allow the water to fill up in the area where the characters are trapped so that they can escape. But you also need to press a brick which says don't press X just here, and that will cause the waterfall to increase in volume. So once you've completed this part of the Easter egg, a 4th radio appears on the crate near the minecart. Now for step 6 of the Easter egg, once again as always, you activate the eclipse, and panels will appear throughout the map with 12 unique symbols on it, the same as from the stepping stones part of the Easter egg. So there are 12 panels corresponding with the 12 symbols throughout the map. In this video I'll show you 11 of these symbols. Now one of these symbols you can just glimpse as I knife the triangle panel there. If you freeze the video out of the corner of your eye maybe, you'll see it. But it's basically at the bottom of the Pack-a-Punch stairs. The 12th one that I don't show in this video is pretty easy to find. It's in the spawn area as well, in that middle area where we're pressing the eclipse buttons, but on the outside wall of that. Now we had trouble finding one of these panels during this video, and basically we had to search around a fair bit, and we finally found it basically down in the mine area. I'm just about to run past it here, and I have my back to it, so that's why I missed it anyway. But you'll see we come back to it shortly.
Sculpting was a good pastime for me long ago.
So we finally get the 12th panel and it's basically here on the side of the tunnel wall as you go through this entrance. The symbols, by the way, do change each time you do it. Now once you've hit all 12 panels, you need to come back here to the minecart, and you'll see a snare, that triangular wooden snare, off the edge of the map. And basically you need to explode that snare with something like grenades, Semtex, or a monkey bomb. Now after that stage of the Easter egg, a 5th radio appeared again near the minecart, and that gave us a code 16134. And what that code is basically telling us is what to turn these dials to in the mud pit area. So moving clockwise around the mud pit from entering from the spawn area, the numbers you need to turn it to are 4, 3, 16 and 1. 4, 3 and 1 are just the corresponding number of dots. But 16 is a symbol that looks like a C shape, a stroke and a dot. And basically that's the first one that we turned in this video. Now at this point, the 6th and final radio appears, and it's just below the stairs near the Pack-a-Punch area. So now we've got all of the crystals, we need to activate the eclipse again. So we go back into the past, and we need to hit the gongs. So there are 4 gongs that you need to hit at the same time. These 4 gongs will produce like a musical chime, as they do, but to figure out which are the right gongs to hit, if you hit a gong and the crystals glow red, that means it's the wrong gong. So the gongs which don't make the crystals go red are the right ones. When you've hit all of them, so they're all chiming, all 4 gongs, so they're chiming together, you'll get this crystal with the spinning Treyarch logo. And basically you then need the Pack-a-Punch shrink ray, and you need to shoot it with the Pack-a-Punch shrink ray for the dynamite to drop down. Now at that point one of the characters needs to catch the dynamite. In this case I managed to catch it, and it's there in my items. So we've still got the crystals glowing, and what we do then is go back and we shoot the crystal above the mud pit room. And what that does, although you can't quite see it here, is it shrinks the meteorite down to a tiny little ball. And that little ball is now contained within the Pack-a-Punch area. So activate the Pack-a-Punch at this point, and if you head up you'll see that there's a brick wall. Now after the character dialogue ends, we'll be pressing X to give them the dynamite.
I had some in my bag, but dropped it when we were attacked by the horde of zombies.
Hey guys, it's happening again!
Okay, you bring me that stick of dynamite, I'll open this bitch up like a can of beans! Then, can we get the hell out of here?
Of course! I just need to see the inside of the temple.
How can I
Alright,
be
here we
expected
go.
to conduct a
Everybody
massacre
get back!
without ammo?
Get out of here, crawling help!
Okay, so at this point we basically go back to the present day, and we come back to this temple area by activating the Pack-a-Punch stairs. Now in the past they've obviously blown open the brick wall and been freed, but in the present day we go up there and we can still see left behind is this altar with the focusing stone on top of it. I'm just waiting for my teammates to get here from their Pack-a-Punch pads, and achieving this took us about 2 hours, so be prepared for that. You can see there on the bottom of the altar it says Richtofen in capital letters for some reason, a couple of funky looking skulls on top there. So I'll take the focusing stone here. We get the achievement, 75 Gs, as well as unlocking 2 gamer pictures, which are Richtofen and Dempsey. And the person who picks up the focusing stone also gets all 7 perks, which don't go away if you get down, although they do if you bleed out. So thanks to my fellow zombie slayers Jason K, Dylan B and Danny G, and if you enjoyed the video please rate, comment and subscribe, but for now it is S1ippery Jim out.